Ever wondered how you can effortlessly manage and deploy your configurations from sandbox to productions without breaking a sweat? In today's video, we're diving deep into the game-changing methods that makes this process smooth and error-free, and we'll show you how to cherry pick exactly what you need or clone an entire project with just a few clicks. Stick around to see how you can take advantage of 30 days free trial and transform the way you handle your configurations management in Jira. Welcome to raikurkul.com. Here myself, Deepak, and in this video, we'll explore a powerful tool for managing your configuration snapshots and deploying them from a sandbox environment to productions. We'll start by comparing snapshots to see what changes and additions are needed, including custom fields and modify components. We'll also learn how to cherry pick specific items to clone entire projects, ensuring that only the necessary configurations are pushed to productions. We also cover how to review dependencies and handle any partial success that may arise. This streamlined approach saves times and effort, making your deployment process more efficient and less error prone. Imagine spending 13 hours manually migrating your configurations between environments only to find that the process was riddled with mistakes and inefficiencies. That was my reality until I discovered this tool with its ability to compare snapshots, cherry pick essentials components, and clone entire projects seamlessly. I was able to cut down an error and save valuable time. This tool is like having a team of experts working with you, ensuring that your configurations are perfectly aligned with your production's environment. By the end of this video, we'll see how these solutions can revolutionize your deployment process and save your hours of painstaking manual work. Now, to start with this, let's just jump into the applications. And by the way, this tool is sponsored by one of my friend, Revyz. Here you can see each and every insight related with this add-on. For installations, navigate into the app sections, and from here, click on explore more apps. From this sections, you can just search for Revyz for Data Manager, hit search, and you'll get this options listed. Click on these options and get started for 30 days trial free without paying any single amount. Now, let's talk about the essentials of these tools. You can see as of now, there's 576 installed versions and having good number of review. That is 4 out of 4 ratings. It's cloud fortified. App offers additional security, reliability, and support through. You can go through the reliability checks, 24 hours support response. And this is also part of Marketplace Bug Bounty program. Here, they are having much secured encryption method, which is generally used by US armies. AES 256 encryptions are not used by any other organizations except that US Army. You can see here they have adopted AES 256 encryptions technologies for their better security protocol. They're also SOC2 type compliant, where you can expect a lot of informations or secured informations within this tools. This is a well compliant, having all those etiquettes required to start for any development process or any project process. None of your data will move out of your bucket. Now, to get started, as I mentioned, you have to install 30 days trial and post that if you want. If you feel this is good, probably you can take it further within your complete organizations itself by opting minimal amount of the fees. Now, post installations, you will see this nice wizard available where you have home sections where you can always create a backup, clone and restore, cleanup actions, site insight, site heals, and audit log. Everything is here. In terms of backup, you can see there's a good visual interactions. You can see here, these charts is regularly generated on filter wise, like 14 days, 1 month, or 3 months. Totally depending on the data which you have inside your organizations, you can see all those things are listed. Staging environment. So let's consider this is my staging environment and I wanted to create a backup for my productions. In this case, let me run through a backup here. And for running the backup, you can always see these options are enabled. And here you can create on-demand backup. As of now, this is my sandbox site and this is my productions. So whenever I want, I can replicate any of those informations from sandbox to the production environment. Now here, I wanted to copy some of the data from the productions to the sandbox. First, I'll click on-demand backup. And once you click on this, you will get this options. Whenever you'll hit on the backup now, it will move into the job sections and you will have all those informations are backed up. Let me do it for you. I've already did it just few minutes back. You can see this backup is generated within the seconds. Now, if I wanted to do some other aspects like clone and restore, you can have this clone and restore options available. Claim on actions, site insight, everything is listed here. Now, as a part of today's video's configurations, let's directly jump into the settings and from here cross-site connections. For doing that, we need two instances and make sure you should have the administration permissions. If you don't have, probably you won't be able to perform this activity. Here, I wanted to add the connections. As of now, I wanted to add as a staging. Here, staging. And here I have to provide Jira Cloud site URL. We'll copy it from here. So you have to just copy the complete path or the name of your site and paste it. Click on generate token. It will take few seconds and post that this token will be generated. Here you can just click on close and now its activation is pending. To activate it, I will straight away navigate it to this cost connection side and here I will activate the connections providing the token ID which we have created it. You can see this connection is activated successfully in both the places. Here, once I will refresh, I will have all those informations available. Either you can refresh it from here, otherwise Revyz has already provided the refresh mechanisms here as well. So you can refresh it rather than refreshing a complete instance. You can refresh it directly from here. Now we have the prerequisites enabled and now we'll start with backup mechanisms. Here I wanted to clone and restore the informations. And in this case, I will just hit. As I mentioned, this is a prerequisites. Without that, you won't be able to perform it. And the token ID which you have copied, make sure to save it somewhere. This might be required in for the further instance. We can do the backup and see all those informations are added. Now here we have added a new projects and let me add few items. I'm adding new story, click create and this is added successfully into my backlog. Now you can see this item is added here and further I will also add one more. This time it's a defect, new defect. Now we have two items available. After that, I will navigate it to this portal where I will create a backup. Now let me go to here and I will try creating the projects. So in this, I will add one projects of software development, select Scrum, use the templates, and from here I will select company manage. This scenario, I'm adding production projects and click on next. Now it will navigate me into the main board where we can see all backlogs and active sprints. Post that I will add some story. Here I will add new story, click on create and this is added successfully. This time I will add one more item as bug, new bug, click on create. Now we have two items available. After that, I will navigate it to my this wizard where I will create a backup. Here, you have to just click on backup and on-demand backup. But as per settings, it's already scheduled. You can either schedule it as per your required time frame whenever the low peak time available, when your organization sees or members or team members are using less. So in that case, the backup will be created, because while generating the backup, it's always better people will not work on that time of frame. In this case, let's schedule it on specific time frame. That is a scheduled way. But we can also do the backup on demand backup whenever we want. Navigate it to the backup sections, on demand backup, and click on backup now. It will take few seconds, totally depending on data or informations what you have. But make sure whenever the backup will start, make sure to see the job. So these are the job ID. I don't want you to wait here. Let's navigate it back and see some other stuff or understand the logic. Till the time it will finish, let's understand it. Now here we have added the backup mechanisms. In this scenario, we are just trying to create a backup and post that will replicate the same thing in my other environment. That's how it works. Here you will save a lot of time and efforts doing manual work, or Atlassian is not supporting any backup mechanisms where you can micromanage each and everything, or you can see micro or minute fields as well. But Revyz is giving you opportunity where you can make yourself confident that the data which are moving from one place to the others are safe. So migration could be easier here, and it will save you a lot of efforts and time, as well as you are risk free. Basically, try using these tools, making your life easier. Let's refresh this. Now for issue part, it's completed. It's trying for the configuration. So let's wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll go back to here. And as I mentioned, you can also see lot of things. Whenever the backup will start, you can see each and every configurations are listed. The process which is completed, you can see its green tick. Whichever is running, you can see this. You don't have to completely wait for each and every information. The process is taking time totally depending on the data or the informations you have inside your instance or inside your projects. But the part which is completed, you can easily see it. You have to click on this and you can open into the next tab, and this will give you in detail insight what all information is done, which is not done. Those informations you can see it here, which all are in progress. Here it is giving you complete control on your instance even while creating the backup. And now you can see its success. So that's the reason you have all those informations are listed. Logs are giving you flexibility to have a look on a complete log where you can see each and every steps informations, where you can track your audit informations as well. In this dashboards, you have this complete dashboards where our backup is created successfully for the today's as well. Now going back to the topic where now, whenever the backup is ready, you have to just see what is the time frame, what is the timestamp which we have used it. By using that timestamp, we can clone those. Now, as I mentioned, whenever the backup is ready, from here, you can see the stats. And once the stats is ready or its job is done, navigate it to the clone and restore. And from here, just try to do the Jira configurations. Here, we wanted to clone it. And if you remember, when I mentioned we have to make sure that this timestamp has to be remembered. This is my latest timestamp, which I have used it for creating a backup. So we'll select this, click on next. And after that, we have the destination site details. I wanted to select this destinations and we'll map with this snapshots. I wanted to map with the snapshots. Click on map configurations and we'll proceed further. And here in this wizard, you can see each and every field is listed. Whichever fields you want, you can select it. So that's the reason I mentioned it's complete control within your hands. You can select any of those informations and proceed it further. If you want to select the project roles, permissions, notification scheme, everything else, select all and then proceed it further. Now we can also select the dependencies, and once we have all those informations, click on review summary and click add clone. Now if you want to add any job nodes, you can add it and enter your site name. So we'll mention here, I will add exactly same site name. Now it's started. So here job has started and you can see those configurations are running perfectly fine. But going back to the previous step, I don't want to take much time here. Going back to the previous step, as I mentioned, so you can select each and every fields, each and every desired fields, whichever you want to have those informations in place. And the backup timestamp is very important part. By using that, you can achieve it. Keep refreshing the data and you have this information generated. And let's consider we wanted to create a Jira configurations again for all the snapshots. And here I will go back to the destination site. This is my destination site here. Again, I will copy it from this sections. I will copy this, or maybe you can select it from here. Now, because mapping has been started for this one, let's wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll do it for again for the small instance. Now it's running, and whenever you will navigate it to this section, so you can see each and every informations are started progressing. Wherever is completed, you can see this field is tested. So by this way, you can control each and every information which is present in your Jira instance. And by using that, you can create a clone, which will save you a lot of time. And this is just few clicks away where you are creating a clone or creating a backup. Now, if you go back here, we can see all informations are listed. Let me go back to the main projects of this one and see what all records we have. Now you can see earlier we had just one project and a new project is added successfully. Here I can see new board, exactly same board we have created into my production environment. In this, I can see this time I'm selecting the project wise. So here we can see this project is listed. I will just select this project name and review the dependencies, and post that will proceed it further. If you want, you can keep the new specific keys, like this is Rakurkul productions projects, and here I will select this review dependencies and proceed it further. Now you can see the dependencies parts are also listed. If you want, you can just select few fields, boards, and screenshots. Even we can select the project's rules and all those informations. As of now, I wanted to proceed further with these data and click on clone. If you want, you can add the name, but here now I am giving your site name. So this is my site name. I will just paste it to here and just remove this. Click on clone. This will start creating clone of your projects and configurations. It's in queue state. So whenever it is done, we'll have the project informations clone within this widget. So this is a very quick again in terms of projects clone option. Also, the Revyz is helping us to clone, and even we can make sure that dependencies are also being taken care of. It's very quick and wizards where we can do it each and every steps easily. Now it's running and you can see this process has been started for few of the things. We started with the status resolutions, few of the fields which is not available. We will not get it, but in terms of projects and categories, you can see the informations. Now, most of the things are done based on the informations or settings we have available. It will create a clone, and once we'll go back to the projects into sandbox, we will refresh it and then we'll select. You can see this production project is added successfully. As I mentioned, whatever settings or permissions you have enabled, based on that, this project is copied. And whenever I want to go back to the projects, I can see projection project is added successfully along with other records which I had in my previous backup. This is how we can quickly create our configurations clone from one side to the other, as well as we have the proper control within it, and we can have each and every data copied from one instance to the other. This is also helping a developer or Jira administrator to make a migrations process much smoother and quicker. That's all from this video. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow admins who are looking to streamline their deployment process. Remember, you can start your 30 days trial of Revyz Data Manager for Jira right now by clicking the link in descriptions. This trial allows you to experience all the powerful features of Revyz and see how it can make your life easier. Subscribe to my channel for more tech insights, and thanks to Revyz for making this video possible. Revolutionize your deployment process with Revyz and save yourself hours of manual work. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.